Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Saturday the 10th of July, and the weekend is upon us here in Bangkok. It's our last weekend of freedom because on Monday we are going into lockdown yet again after the increasing number of cases. The number's been rising, infections and deaths in an intolerable way, and so we are going into lockdown yet again here. Very depressing. We lack sufficient vaccines. People are willing to get the vaccines, desperate to get the vaccines, but unfortunately we don't have enough just yet. So let's hope that that takes off quite soon. Right, I'm not, for the next few days, I'm not reading items of news. I'm trying to promote jazz in particular, but musicians and music. Do you ever get something new in your head and play it over and over? Not new in your head, but play a new record to you, and that you like to play it over and over again, many times? Well, that's happened to me recently from somebody I've never heard of before. His name is Nick Kirchhoff. I believe he's Dutch, a Dutch bass player, but certainly his compositions, if they are his compositions, and the music that is played by his group, especially the saxophonist, is phenomenal. It's great stuff, really beautiful music. And so I should be giving some links to his website and possibly YouTube page as well, and Spotify and stuff like that. So please visit and enjoy some great music with his debut album. Okay, I don't know him, by the way. Right, so let's get on with today's expert level puzzle. The Guardian Saturday ranks its output as expert level, but we have seen in the past that it really sometimes can fall well below that. So let's see. I make no judgment before beginning. If you don't know how to play Sudoku, I usually explain. There are rows across, columns down. Each row and column contains 9 squares. We fit numbers 1 to 9 in there. We also have these blocks which contain 9 squares, and we fit the numbers 1 to 9 in there. We know that a number can appear once only in its row, column or block, and so that's why we know that this square has to be an 8, because we can see that 8 appears in this column and therefore cannot appear in those 2 squares, and this 8 blocks all the way up here, and there's an 8 intersecting here, which means that is putting an 8 there is verboten, and so an 8 must go in this square here. That's our first of the morning. By the way, it's pretty early morning here. Just examining the grid. I'm looking at the grid. This is my I don't look at the grids at all before playing the game. I mean, they come out of the printer. I don't even glance at them as they come out of the printer, to be honest with you. I'd like to play it really fresh and give you an honest idea of how well or badly I can play the game, but usually manage to finish. That's, well, more interesting than normal, or than the last few weeks anyway, I think, maybe. I'm not seeing too many gimmies, as is often the case with the Guardian. I keep looking up here and looking at this 9 and 4 and trying to get a third number here, but can I? Sorry, 8 and 4 rather, not 9 and 4, 8 and 4. How about the 6? No. It's interesting how we play Sudoku. Got something. 4 blocking down here, 4 blocking across here, That means 4 is limited to these 2 squares here, so that will block along here. This 4 blocks along here, and the 4 will block down here, and that will give us a 4 in that square there. I think it's quite interesting how we play Sudoku. I have a feeling some people play it in different ways. Some people are very strategically minded and examine numbers and how they appear in a pattern, and other people do it in a different way. I think I tend to favor kind of looking along rows and columns in straight lines and eliminating that way. That tends to be how I begin, at least. Of course, you know, I will employ other techniques when necessary. It's a bit of a slow start for me today. There's a very noisy truck outside, if you're wondering what that strange vibrating noise is. Alright, I'm not seeing anything going in straight lines, so the next thing that I normally do is to check up and down rows and columns and see which numbers are missing. That's normally a step 2 for me, and so that's what I'm going to do now. So let's see which numbers, and there aren't any with just like 3 numbers missing. The minimum we have is like 4 or 5 already, so that's not that easy. But let's have a look anyway. So what do we have here? We don't have a 1, but we don't know anything. 2s, no. 3s, we have 4s. 4 we don't have. We know 4 could be here, but it could also be here or here. 5 we have 6. 6 is not here. 6 is not here. So 6 is limited to these 2 squares here. Is that going to help us? Not really. 7 just blocks here, and that's it. What's missing down here? 1 is blocked here, and here, giving us 3 possibilities. 2 is blocked in these 2 squares and this square, so 2 is limited to these 2 squares. 3. The trunk is very noisy. 3 is blocking here, 3 is blocking here, that's it. 4, 5. 5 is blocking here and here. 7. No, that's not really giving me anything. Excuse me. What else? Where else can we look? How about this row here? We don't have a 2. No. Ah, okay. We don't have a 3 in this row yet. There's 3 blocks here. There's 3 blocks these 2 squares. So 3 goes here. Excuse me. Early morning voice. Now what else? So missing numbers here now are 2, 7 and 8. 7, 8, 8. Alright, still not. Let's look down here. 2, 8 blocks here. 2, 9. So 1 or 8. Oh, neighbours are visiting each other. It's very early. They probably just finished giving food to the monks. Oh no, it's a bit too late for that. Well, I hope you aren't not in a hurry today. it's clear this is going to take me some time. Okay, 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking up here, so that gives me a 3 in one of these two squares, 3 blocking along here, 3 blocking up here, 3 blocking up here. And at least we got one number up there. I also see that this is a 2 up here, so now I learned a moment ago that was a 3 here, right? And this is also a 2 because the 2 blocks here and the 2 blocks here. So this is 3 and 2 here. So will that allow us to get anything else? If we know that we are limited to a pair of 2 and 3 here, the numbers, other numbers go in the other places. So the other numbers are, so we don't have a 1. Don't know anything about that. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 5 is limited to these two squares now. Okay, this 5 means 5 can't come here. This is 2 or 3 in these two squares. This 5 means that this can't be a 5. So 5 is either here or here. And 5 blocks up here. Oh no, could be here as well actually. 5 blocking up here. No. So we're limiting 5 to these two squares. No, that's not enough. I thought I'd found something, but I'm missing this square here. What else? So 5 is here or here. 7. 1, 5 and 7 are missing number 7 we know nothing about. So 1 and 7 we don't know anything about. The 5 is going to be here or here. No, not getting anything from there. 6. I'm sure that you've seen something, dear viewer. I've seen it now. Okay, in this column, this 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here, and this 9 blocks here. So there we go. That's the only open space for a 9 in that column. We are now limiting 1 to these two squares here. Now remember, we can't have a 1 here or here. This is 2 or 3. We know 2's are here. 3's we've done already. 1 is now limited to these two squares. So there's no 1 here, no 1 or. So 1 is now limited to these two squares. But still that's not enough to give us anything, because we have possibilities across here. My neighbours are getting quite animated if you can hear them chatting. Wow, okay. Perhaps the Guardian is actually putting on a show today, as opposed to its generally very straightforward and, I may say, quite easy puzzles. Let me just check along here now. 1 is limited to these two squares. 2 could be here or here. 7, 7, 7, 2, 8. Okay. Okay, sorry about this. It's taking me ages, I know. 1 blocking up here. 2, yeah, limited to this square and this square. 3, 4, 5, we have 6 blocking here and here. But possibly in these 2 squares. 7, 8 is the other number. 8 blocking here only. Not enough. Okay, so I shall be filling in some candidates. Now then, let's do things that are useful. So 2 and 3 go here, and 5 comes here. The 2's are a pair here. These are all things that I mentioned already, okay? And the 1's are in here and here. These are things that I have spoken about already, and if you're not sure, just go back a little bit. 6 blocking across here, 6 blocking up here. I've seen but not spoken about. 4 blocking across here, 4 blocking across here, and 4 gives us a pair of 4's here, like this. What was the other thing? 8's no. Okay, let's 3 blocking up here, 3 blocking down here, and 3 across the middle. Gives a pair of 3's there. Down here. 6 across here, 6 across here gives a pair of 6's like this. I'm sure I'm going to find something in a minute. I'm just going to find a single, I'm pretty sure of it, 8 across here, and something that you've probably seen already and just, you know, been shouting at me. 2 across here, 2 across here, and 2 down the middle. So 2 in those locations there. Six blocking down here, 6 blocking up here, 6 is like this. I'm doing this very randomly, as I usually do, and then I'll try to be stricter about it when the time comes, when the appropriate time comes. Nine across here, so 9 is possible in these 2 squares. Barking dogs. Chasing trucks. I hope you get a flavour of Bangkok listening to some of the background sounds when I'm trying to think. Five across here, 5 across here, so 5 limited to these 2 squares. Oh, something I didn't see. 5 blocking across here now, and 5 blocking up here will give us a pair of 5's down here. So 5 down, 5 up, and 5 across gives us a pair of 5's in these 2 squares. But I rather like this 1, 6, and 5 as pairs. It means we get one of these numbers, the whole block will fall. And so what is the 1, 6, 5? So there's one more number to get. 7 can't appear. This has got to be a 6, right? 7 can't appear here. And that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is going to be in one of these squares. 8 and 9. So this is actually a 6. So let's fill in the 6 right now. And get rid of candidate 6 up here. See if that gives us anything else. Certainly does. Not. It gives us a pair only, sorry. 6 blocking across here, 6 across here, 6 up here. It does give us something actually. It gives us a 6 here. Now if you're wondering why, well, because we now know that 6 is limited to the left column and the middle column and the left column and the middle column in the top and bottom block of this chute. So in this central column, that means 6 must be in the right hand column, and therefore it's here. Or you could look at it like this: 6 blocking here, 6 blocking here, 6 blocking here. So it's got to go there. Same thing. It will give us a pair of 6s over here as well. Right, so the missing number there was 7, which I still can't limit to a pair, so I shall just hold off on it just for a second while I continue a bit more along here. Just try to do this a bit try to find as many pairs as I can still. What's missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the other number is 8. We know 1 is here. 2 could be in either of these squares. 8 could be this square or this square. So this is a 2 or an 8. 1, 2, 2, 8, and the other number is 7, which we already know is limited here. No. Okay, nothing really exciting to report back yet. This 8 blocks across here now, so 8 is a pair in these two squares. The missing number is what, 4, but we can't limit it just yet. Oh, this 6 now means that 6 is not true. Okay, so that's a 6 there, and this 6 that I needlessly put in, because if I'd just gone the further step I could have seen that one first. I put in a pair when I had candidates when it was not necessary, strictly. Okay, so now what do we have? In this column here, let's see what's missing. 1 we don't have, but it could be here or here. 2 could be there, but it could also be here, couldn't it? 2 blocking down here. Yep. What else? 5. 5 could be. Well, 5 is either of those two squares. We know that already. The other number is 9. 9 blocking this square here. 9's. That's about it. Okay. As you can see, I'm unhurried. It's the weekend, and actually today I don't have any work, I think. So I'm just having a nice Sudoku, a nice relaxed Sudoku puzzle. If you're in a desperate hurry, I suppose you can fast forward to where I've actually found some numbers. Well, I appear to be running out of pairs, which, if you're a fruiterer, would be a nightmare. Buying old televisions, they are, if you're wondering. Oh, I can find a pair here. 4 blocking down here, 4 blocking across here. So that would give me a pair of 4s there. Well, I do believe I can't find any more pairs, and so in that case I'm just going to get on and fill in all of the candidates. Now, where will be the best, most fruitful place to begin? I guess up here we've just got this 7 to fill in. 7s are a problem today. I think I'll try this chute down here. Let's try this over here. So 1s can go anywhere. 2 is blocking this square here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is our last number. 9 is also blocking the same square. And so up here 1 blocks across here, but can go anywhere else. 2, 3, 4 is limited to the central column here. We don't yet have a 4. We have 4 blocking here, 4 blocking here. Nothing about 4s here, do we? No, this is a 4 is our last number here. I'm going to fill this in quickly. No, we can't restrict 4. So 4 is in this central column here. 5s we have already, 6 we have already, 7 blocking here and here will give us these 3 squares. 8's blocking down here. We've got a single 9, haven't we? This is a 9. Okay, 8 blocking across here and 8 blocking down here. It's going to give us 4 squares for an 8. And there's only one number left to fill in, and it's a 9. And luckily, not filled in any candidates yet. So that's our 9 as a single. So that means the 9 can't be here now. So that leaves us with a 4, and this is a 9. And the last number here has got to be 8. So now let's just get rid of candidate 8 in this row, and let's promote 8 now to a pair in these 2 squares so that I can see it more clearly. Okay. Now something is wrong here. Yep, this 4 I have now. I've got to remove 4 here, and that means that 4 is now a pair also here and here. I'm going to promote it to the top. Okay, so I've got, look, 3 paired numbers here. This is going to give us something, I'm sure. 3, 8, 4. I have a feeling I've got more to do and I haven't seen it yet. What am I missing? 8s I've removed, 9s, no 9s here, 4s removed here. Okay, so up here now, this is going to be a 4. And down here, 9 will now be limited to a pair. So 9 blocking down here, 9 blocking down here will give us a pair of 9s here. Okay, so 8 blocking across here, 8 blocking across here will give us a pair of 8s in those 2 squares. So this has got to be, I've got 3 and 7 in these 2 squares. This has got to be a 3 or a 7. Any help on 3s or 7s? No. Okay. Alright, so let's fill in the candidates here. 1 is not here, but can go anywhere else. 2, we have 3 blocks along here. 4 blocks down here. 5 blocks this square and this square. Anything else? Did we have a pair of 5s? No, there. 5, no, okay, so this square and this square are not 5. 6, we have 7 blocks along this bottom row. As I said, 7, 3. 8, 9 we have already. Okay, so that looks to be good. 7, 5, 4, 1, 2, 7, 4, 7, 1, 7, 4. Okay. I was thinking I would get more here. I should probably look down here now. Okay, yeah, so 9 blocking down here. will give us, in fact, a pair of 9s now in this square and this square, like this. Okay, but we can't actually place it yet. So we've got 2, 1, 5, 1, and 2, 5, 1 here. 3 numbers in 3 squares. That's my error checking. Seems to be correct. 8, 1 we've got here. 8 as a pair here and here. Okay, the 1s, yes. 1, 7, 4, 7, 1, 3. Okay, and down here 9, 2, 1, 5, 7. Ooh, 2, 7, 2, 8, 9, 8, 1. Okay. Okay, still quite a lot to do. I'm not gonna look at that shoot. I think that's not going to be the best place to look right now. I'm going to focus on, let's say, this shoot here. So 1 blocks across here. So there are 3 possibilities for 1. 2 blocks down this column here, giving us a 2 in these squares. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 across here, and that's it. So 7s, like so. 8, 9 we have. Is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 it is. I think I want to do this shoot up here because it's almost done, isn't it? So the missing numbers were 1 and 7, I remember. So 1 and 7, 1, 7, 1, 7 can go anywhere. So 1, 7, 7, 4, 1, 7. Okay, 3 numbers. 5, 1, 7. 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so in terms of error checking, seems to be okay, but I'm not solving the puzzle though. So 2 blocks to consider now. Let's try this one down here. 1 we've got already. 2 blocks down here, and that's all we can say, is it? 2s. Okay, got to be a bit careful now because hopefully we've got some intersecting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 we don't have. 7 blocks down. Is that across here, I should say, and down here? So 7 like this. 8, 9 we have already. Now what are we going to get from along here? Anything? Really not. Oh dear. Not that I can see anyway. Oh dear, this is a tough one. I wasn't expecting it, I must admit. It caught me off guard a little because I was expecting it to be another simple puzzle, as has been the case for quite some time now. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we don't have yet. 5 blocks up here. And I believe that's it. No, 5 blocks along here as well. 5 blocks up here and along here. So 5 in these squares here. 6 we have already. 7 blocks up this column here. Seven blocks up here, like so. And I think that's all the places it blocks. So 7 comes in these squares here. 8. 8 blocking across here, 8 blocking across here, 8 blocking up here. That is in fact an 8. And would be the last place I looked at, wouldn't it? Okay, so this 1 is a part of a pair, so the 1 is there. Part of a pair is a 2. I'm overwriting a 2, so the 2 goes here. This is a 7. So in goes the 7. That leaves a 6 and 5 there. 7 blocks across here now, so that's the only place for a 7. So the last place that I look, of course, so that leaves a 6 and 5 there, and 5 and 1 pair here, and hopefully that will do a lot. Okay, so down here now, the only number missing in this column is a 2. And that's part overwriting an 8, so the 8 goes here. 2 means that's a 7. 7 means that's a 3. Oh, and from here on in, it looks like it might be fairly straightforward, to be honest with you. 3 up here, that's a 2, and that's our 3. 6, 5 means that's not a 5. The 5 is the last number here, of course. That's a 1 and a 7. Okay, so let's do a bit of a candidate removal. So 3 goes here. So we've got 5, 1, 5, 1. Okay, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. That means this is a unique rectangle. Now, I know there is some controversy, as somebody pointed out recently in one of my videos. Not everybody loves using unique rectangles. Some people say, you know, that there are other ways to solve puzzles, and yes, there are, but I think it's a technique that we can use, and so I am going to use it right now. So what does it mean? 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. It means this cannot be 5 or 1. We can remove candidates 5 and 1. That'll leave us with a 4 and a 3. Actually, we can't solve it just yet. Oh, we can, because we've got a 3 already. So in fact, that's going to be a 4 now. Okay. And this 4 means that that 4 is not true, but we've got 4 as a pair here. So the 4 goes there. 7 means that's a 1, and that's a 7. This 1 means this is an 8. That's not an 8. Last number in this column now is a 3, I believe. So we can place that there. Missing number here now is... Okay, so this is... okay, let's get rid of 4. So 7, 5, 1, 7, 1, 5, 1, that's okay. Right, down here now, where are we? Let's see. I'm sure this is almost finished. I'm just trying to tidy it up, see through the candidates that I've written in. 8. Okay, so 8 blocks across here and 8 blocks down here, so that's our 8 now. And what are we left with? 5, 1, 5, 1. Okay, which we can't get just yet. Right, 2, 7, 1. So no 7 is allowed down here now. That will leave us with a 2, 1. Is that right? 2, 5, 1. Okay. 2, 1. Yeah. 9, 2, 1. Yeah, that's okay too. 9 is a pair here. Right. What else am I missing? 6, 5 up here. 6, 5. So 9, 7. Okay, so 7 blocks down here now. That can't be a 7. So now there's only one place to put a 7, so it goes here, and I'm overwriting a 6 as part of a pair, so the 6 is here. I'm overwriting the 9, and the 5 is the last number to go there. So up here, this is now a 6, and that's a 5. This 9 means that's not true anymore, and that's part of a pair, so that goes there. It leaves us with 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, 1 here, and 2, 1 there. That looks good. Things match up. We're almost home and dry, I think. Almost, but sometimes, you know, almost is not good enough, is it? Let's get rid of candidate 7 here now, that we don't need and cannot use. And we have 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1. Yes, we do. Okay. 5, 1. Ah, maybe it's not finished yet. Oh, yes. 7 blocking down here. Yes, here it is. That's the last one we really need. Okay, so this is now a 1. So this is a 4. This is a 2 or a 1. So that can't be a 1 now. Okay, it's got to be a 5 and that's our 1. This now has to be a 5. The last number in this block is a 7. We have a 5 here, so that's a 1. This is the only place now for a 5, and the last number here is a 2, so that's a 1, and that's a 2 over here now. That's a 1, that's a 2. Our expert level puzzle, hard, I'd say, but I'm not sure exactly how hard. I probably wouldn't give it an expert level puzzle. Experts make me think for hours and hours, not just half an hour, but like 2 hours or 3 hours maybe. But I'd say minimum hard, or well, minimum medium maybe. I don't know. You call it what you like. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope that you solved it faster than me if you're aiming for speed, slower than me if you're aiming to take up your whole morning. Okay, thank you. Join me again. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.